area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Minnesota Vikings and the New England Patriots. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway in Foxborough. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go play action with Wilson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. They juked him. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Keeps himself upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They try to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down. I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
And now the Vikings. Here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A nice gain of 21 yards. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, Jones. He'll get this underneath to Stevenson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And able to get this to the 31. After 1, it's 9-0.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Vikings 9, Patriots 0.
From the 31, Jones. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
They'll try the middle with Cook. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
And they'll run the toss here with Stevenson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Now a give running right. It's Cook. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gthem to 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
From the 22, Wilson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play's supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him down in a big way.
Touchdown, Vikings! Jarnell Mooney, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to widen their lead here in this first half. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Vikings 23, Patriots nothing. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5.
Marcus Jones on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
Bass on for the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the score Vikings 30, Patriots nothing. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive? Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick six on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
On 2nd and 10, Jones got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point. The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He will have the conversion and more than that. Touchdown! From 21 yards away. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. from the 6. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Darnell Mooney, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Tyler Bass sent to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Another try after the first down sack. Jones gonna look deep for Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember,
I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, Charles, I've heard of backing up to avoid the rush. I think this takes that to a whole new level.
And not upper level either. At some point, we're going to get